All right, so the graph of an inequality is a visual / graphical representation of your answers to an all right, so what do I mean by that? Well, I mean this. We have a number line here, okay? So should we put 0 in the middle, or how do you graph typically? Oh, you don't graph,
No,
do you?
I don't.
All right. 0 is kind of in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Of like the number line. All right, let's put 0 in. You okay with that so far? You guess. Well, when you think of like a number line, right? You have positive numbers and negative numbers. Agreed?
Yeah.
And 0's in the middle, correct?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I think of. You're just saying yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So we have 0 in the middle. What number should we put right there?
1,
Followed by
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1.
all right, so you do know this.
Yeah.
You're just
I typically just don't do them though.
You're just like, yeah, that looks optional. All right, so we have a number line here. And now this symbol, okay? This symbol is an open circle. Okay? Now, if it had the line under it, it would be a closed circle. The difference is an open circle, we don't count that point. A closed circle, we count it. It's part of our answer. So here, we're going to put an open circle at 3. Easy enough? Now, am I eating the x? Scientific terms. Eating the x. No. Since I'm not eating the x, I shoot to the left. And that's a graphical representation of all my answers. You okay there, Mrs. Money?
Okay, can you just put some shade? I got that. And I didn't have any personnel, so I searched for them at school. Right. And I put in my sheet.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I would just be like, I don't know.
Okay, that's what I said. But odd, isn't it?
All right. Next one. Okay. Ready, Kimmy? We can do this hand signals. Ready? Open circle, close circle. Got it? Open or close circle? Well, this one's an open circle, right? You see how there's no line under it? See how there's a line under it? So it'd be a close circle. Okay? So we're going to do the number line, same way as last time, as Annie taught us. Okay? So watch this. See if this works. Oh, no, it's not working. Nope. You're going to have to write it off. All right, so Annie said put 0 in the middle. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay? And now Kimmy just told me this time it's going to be a closed circle. at 3. And now, Chucky, am I eating the x? No, so I shade to the left. And he's like, I think I can do this.
Whoa.
All right. All right. This one. Julie. Julie.
Yeah.
Julie, open or close circle. So look at this symbol, open or close.
That is the question that I do
Yeah.
not know.
What would you say?
I don't know.
All right, take a guess. It's 50-50.
I like open circle.
Open, very good. So we're gonna have an open circle at 7. Now notice, I was doing this, right, Chucky? And 7 kind of was just off my graph, right? See how I put the number there anyway? Okay. So I can kind of make the number line look like however I want. So I'm gonna put an open circle at 7. Now, do we see how I'm eating the x? Do we see that? Eating the x? Shade to the right. Ellie.
Is that a closed circle?
It is. So I'm going to have a closed circle at 7, and then I shade to the right because I'm eating the x. How do we feel about this? Pretty good? Pretty simple. Mike, how do you feel? Mike? Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try these on your own. These 3 problems. Go ahead. All right. Let's see. Nate.
Mike said that he did respond.
Yeah, I heard him a little bit.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. Nate, you there? All right. Let's go back to Mike. Mike. Open or closed circle, Mike?
Open.
For which one? A. We're doing A. Open or closed?
Oh, closed.
Closed. So we're going to put a closed circle at -3. And Ava, am I shading to the right or to the left?
I'm gonna say the right.
So Ava, left or right?
Oh,
I think I heard it. I think I heard left. Very good, because we're not eating the variable. John, what about B? Open circle, which way? To the, are you eating the variable?
Oh, no.
So look. C and A, see how I'm eating the number? So I shade to the left. It's all about the variable. Okay, so see how I'm eating the variable here? Shade to the right. Annie, open or closed? All right, so open circle at 0. Am I shading to the left or to the right?
Left.
Are you eating the variable?
No, you're eating, I don't know where the
A variable is like the letter.
Oh, then yeah.
Then yeah, so I shade to the right. Okay? All right, so the question becomes, what do I do with these? Right? Now, Chucky, where's 1/2 up here? Very good. Is there a 1/2 mark? Well, you better believe it. There is. Ready? Watch this. Ready? It's right there. Why don't you see it? No, just because it's not there, Chucky, doesn't mean I can't put it in. Okay? So I'm going to put 1/2 in there. Open or closed? Is that the line under it? No, there's no line under it. So it's going to be open. Okay? Which way am I shading? Left. Kimmy, open or closed circle? Closed. Very good. And shooting left or right? Figure you can point. Very good. Shooting to the right. Last but not least, well, where is 1.4? Well, 1.4 is between 1 and 2, right? Now, I know there's no 1.4 up there, but you can put one in. It doesn't have to be exact, Chucky. 1.4 is right about there. Looks good, right? So we just write in 1.4. And then I'm going to put a closed circle. And I'm going to use my scientific, hand motions here. I'm eating the number. So since I'm eating the number, I shade to the left. Okay? So what I want you guys to do now, Chucky, you don't have this because we only printed you out one page. I want everybody to go all the way back to the inequality symbol page. Okay? And up here we have our 4 symbols. This is all I want to write. This is an open circle. This is an open circle. Closed circle. And closed circle. So if you have this symbol or this symbol, notice there's no line under it. It's an open circle. If you have the same symbols, but there's a line under it, it's going to be a closed circle. All right. Now, It's like he's like, yo, when do we ever use inequalities in real life harm? Right? You're like, bro, we never use it. You use it a whole lot more than you think. You ever been to Dorney Park? Six Flags? You have, right? What's your favorite ride there? Mine's El Toro. El Toro is pretty good. The big wooden roller coaster. All right, Fahrenheit's kind of like whatever. It's too short, not that much fun. All right, you been there? You been to Dorney? What's your favorite ride there? Steel Force?
Hershey.
Oh, you've only been to Hershey, not Dorney? Oh, you?
Oh, Steel Force isn't.
I know.
I don't like Steel Force. There's no loops.
Yeah, you like the loops?
Yeah.
No.
And I like the ones that hang. I don't like the ones.
You struck me more as like, one of like the teacups, like,
You know those boats?
yeah. You like the boats? Okay. John, what do you like?
Just in general.
Like what roller coaster do you like?
Oh,
Have you ever been to the amusement park?
yeah,
Hershey? Have you ever been to Universal?
no.
You would like Universal. Kimmy, ever been to amusement park? You strike me as you would probably like the Batman ride at Six Flags. So, yeah. King to Ka, not bad. All right. What about you, Julie, at home? Do you like roller coasters and whatnot? You're not talking to me anymore. Oh boy, hurting my feelings. All right. So, use inequalities all the time there because they have this stick, right? And the stick, they're like, oh, stand there. And they spin the stick, and if it hits you in the head, you're good to go, right? All right. Sometimes, if they spin the stick and your head hits, they say, no, you're too tall, right? That's for like the kiddie rides that like Annie likes to ride.
It kind of hurts. I feel like losing out on kitty ride.
That's okay. I'm okay with
I
that.
mean, I can see where you're going for.
I'm okay with that. Kind of like teacups, the whips, maybe like the lazy river.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but this is what they use. They use that stick, and that stick's your benchmark. And what they say is, hey, if you need to be like, let's say, I think it's like 52 inches to ride steel floors. They had that stick set at 52 inches, and they say as long as your head hits it, you're good to go, because that means you're 52 inches or taller. Okay? So up here we have two rides. We have ride A and ride B. It says we need to know the restrictions on it. Well, this is going to be like Annie's favorite type, ones with loops in it, because you have to be taller, you have to be bigger to ride it. So here we have 46. Now that looks like it's a closed circle. Okay, so I'm going to put a closed circle thing. And the reason
48.
is it? Yes, it is. Well, there you go. That's how you make it a 48. So what I do is this. See how this is shaded? That's where my X is going to go. All right. And I always use the same type of symbols. They always open, like the mouth always opens to the right with these. So I have 48 is less than or equal to X. And I'm done. Meaning this. You have to be 48 inches or taller to ride Steel Force. Now, one of my favorite rides of all time at Six Flags was the Great American Scream Machine. It had like 7 loops. It was insane. Love it. All right. So that would be like that one. Now this one, okay, this is like the Bernstein Bear Country at Dorney Park. The whole kiddie ride here. You can't ride any of the rides if you're over 52 inches, meaning you have to be less than 52 inches. So what I'm doing here is I'm letting this arrow, this darkened arrow, that's my answer. That's represented by X. So what I'm doing is I'm working backwards. I'm going to put X there. I'm going to put, all right, the less than symbol, and then 52. Here I put 48 above the 48. I did my less than or equal to symbol because it was colored in, and then X went above the line. So not only do I like roller coasters, I also like to fish. Okay? Big fisherman. Love to fish. I fly fish. I go trout fishing, bass fishing. Sometimes I catch what I like to call Polynesian flat trout, which are sunfish. Okay? So on a fishing trip, you catch 2 fish. The weight of the first fish is 1.2 pounds. The second fish weighs at least 0.5 pounds more than the first fish. Right? Inequality that represents the possible weights of the second fish. So this is what I do. First fish is 1.2 pounds. So everybody write that, 1.2. Second fish weighs half a pound more. So plus half a pound. And it says the second fish weighs at least. Now, what symbol, if we go back to that, what symbol means at least? Well, I like to think about this one. My second fish must weigh more than that, right? Because if you're at least something, you must be more than that number. Now I'll use that for fish. So now I combine my like terms. 1.2 plus 0.5 is 1.7. So my fish needs to weigh more than 1.7 pounds, which is not really a big fish. Typically, it's a decent sized trout, but not really a wall mounter, if you will. All right. Annie, you said you like Dorney Park. They have a wave pool there, right? You've never been to the water park?
I have, but
Oh, they got a wave pool. It's pretty good. Pretty good wave pool. All right. There are 430 people in the wave pool. The maximum capacity of that wave pool is 600. Right in inequality, that represents how many more people can go in the wave pool.
Why do you need inequality when you can just do that?
All right, do the math.
Like 600 minus 430.
Okay, which is?
About 170.
Very good. P for people. So what Annie did, when she did, oh, well, why do I need to write this inequality? That's junk, okay? But the inequality is in the words you're using, Annie. So what you're saying is up to 170 people can go into the wave pool. If you're 171 in line, they're like, yeah, you gotta wait till somebody comes out, right? And that's annoying, okay? But you did the math. All right. Anybody swimming here? You do? Oh, this is the Annie day. Annie swims. All right. The swim team earned 245 points. The other teams earned at least 72 points less. All right. First off, nobody ever talks like this. It's nonsensical, silly talk. Right in inequality, that represents the points that the other teams earned. So let's think a bit about it this way. Obviously you won, right? Because, you're in, you won. You win at swimming. All right. So your team had 245 points. Everybody else had less than it, right? How many points did the second place team have? So the first place team had 245, and the other teams had at least 72 points less. What would the second place team have? 245, and they had 72 points less, at least 72 points less. One? No, you had a good number. 100 and very good. Which means the other teams had to have less than 173 points because you came in first place. Nicely done. All right. Now, in the words of, I believe it was Porky Pig. That's all, folks.